Good morning, Soul Fam. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel drained, after fucking all that hiking yesterday and that tumble I took. I woke up feeling like a freaking bag of dicks. But all is well. Nothing a little kratom, a little kratom couldn't handle. So, I totally forgot. So yesterday, I was walking through the park, the hole in the rock park. I kept on calling it the hole in the wall, but it's called the hole in the rock. And I seen this plant, and I was like, man, it looks familiar. It had like trichomes on cannabis plant. It had that on there. So I took it and I went like this on my fingers, and it smelled amazing. And I'm like, man, that smells so familiar. So I took a picture of it because I don't have Wi-Fi, and I remembered I have this app called like Picture This, and you can take snapshots of plants and it will identify the plant for you. So I encourage you, if you're into like botany or any type of plants, and you want to get familiar with plants, download this app. It's pretty neat. Pretty sure it's called Picture This. So I got to thinking, all these cacti out here, right? Similar over here. And yesterday, one of these, or a few days ago, one of these they get so big and heavy, they tumble over and break, right? And I was like, wow, the universe gifted me some more cacti. So I didn't even think about it until I was walking out, and I'm like, let me take a snapshot of this and see if it identifies as cacti as well. And sure enough, it did. And guess what? So I took a picture of this one over here, and it's a blue myrtle. It's a torch cactus, which is psychoactive. And then I took a picture of this one, and that one is something weird, like Selene something. I don't know the scientific names. I don't do pronunciations quite well, but sure enough, it's psychoactive as well. Except the difference between this is it's different from, it's not like San Pedro. It's more along the lines of mescaline, it says. It says it has the same alkaloids that mescaline has, right? So I'm like, oh, what a blessing. I'm like, I wonder if the universe is gonna bless me with one, right? And check this out. Like, I don't go around killing plants unless the universe gives me permission, and I ask the plant, may I have, if I walk past an orange tree, at least if I remember, I'll ask the tree, hey, can I have some fruit? And of course it will. But look, the universe gifted me one right here, tumbled over, right there. But I don't need to grab it right now. I'll come back. Ain't no one gonna get it. But that's what I'm saying. The universe gives us this. But I'm gonna take that it's about 4 inches, I'd say 4 to 5 inches in diameter, and it's about, I'd say 14 to 16 inches. So when I get the opportunity, last time I just raw dogged that mug, and just fucking ate it whole. But what I want to do now is kind of like build a fire, get me like an old fucking like coffee can, put some water in there, and boil up some tea. But I'm gonna wait till the weather's nice and toasty, stars are out, and get a nice place to do it in, and then I'll share that with y'all. But that's what I love doing. I love finding plants and ingesting them, as long as they have some type of psychoactive property to them or some type of medicinal benefit. And it's fucking awesome. So we'll see what that's like. And I heard mescalines the alkaloids in mescaline are way heavier than the ones in San Pedro. So, because when I ate that San Pedro, I either didn't eat enough, my body didn't absorb it, or it just wasn't high in alkaloids. So that's definitely on the list before I leave Arizona. It's definitely on the list before I leave Arizona. So I slept at the church last night again, which it's so perfect. Like there's this stained glass that I sleep over, like I sleep under the door, And I don't know if it has the same masters, the Orthodox. It's Christianity Church. But I'm pretty sure I'm sleeping under Mother Mary. It looks pretty familiar. But they look a little different there, It's absolutely perfect. And then I wake up early as fuck because plus it's Sunday, and Mass is going on, and I don't know when, everybody will show up. So I woke up. It was weird. I woke up, I woke up, naturally. And I'm thinking, because I kind of felt energized when I woke up. I'm like, damn, it must be time, And I look at my clock, and it's fucking only 2:45. I'm like, damn, why do I feel so energized? And then I fucking, laid back, or, I fell back asleep for a little bit longer. Like another hour. I woke up at 4:30. It was like another 2 hours. I woke up at 4:30, and then I felt like ass. I'm like, damn, like my body hurt. And what sucks is like when I hurt my finger right here, right? Like that piece of skin missing. It sucks because it's like right on the bend of the knuckle. So I gotta constantly stretch it out because when it scabs over, it's gonna be a bitch. But that's just me being a whiny bitch. Yep. We all have these aspects of us, A lot of us men think like, oh, we're so tough. We're so this, we're so that. We're so everything, Not only are you fucking a man and you're strong and you're powerful, but you're also a fucking bitch sometimes, We have whiny bitch in us. We have everything within us that will come out in certain times depending on our circumstances. And that's okay. And during this healing journey, you can't avoid that. Like so many men want to be like, I'm not weak and I'm not this and I'm not that. You have to accept every aspect of yourself if you want to become your highest potential. Every aspect. You cannot deny any aspect. For example, I'll give you a prime example. I have a program, a hateful program, a judgmental, hateful, dickhead program that keeps on surfacing, right? For example, I'm walking back, it's from the church, I woke up, I got my stuff on, and I'm walking and I got my headphones on because I caught a Wi-Fi signal and I'm listening to fucking Last Dance with Mary Jane, one more time to kill the pain. Oh yeah, I'm jamming, right? And I don't realize there's someone behind me on a bike, a guy. And when I felt his presence behind me, because I didn't hear him, I turned around. I'm like, oh, I apologize to get out the way. And he had this like sorry ass look on his face. Like, I'm like, there goes one of them sorry ass looks, like thinking he was just like, in my head, the illusion that I created, he was like, this fucking dude in the fucking way, asshole. Get out the fucking way, right? So I got out the way and I'm fucking in my head with this program and shit. And the guy had like orange or pink pants on and he had like this satchel purse. And my program was like, who the fuck's this guy fucking with his sorry ass look and his fucking pink pants and his fucking purse? And then I'm thinking, man, what the fuck, man? Just let that go. I'm like, that's some ignorant shit. That's a program. Release it. Right? But I still had the idea that he was a jerk. So I continue walking and I fucking go behind this building so I could stash my sleeping bag in my bag with my pillow in it, so I ain't gotta carry it around all day. And then I can start walking, and all of a sudden he's behind me again, and he's like, hey man, hey, you got a phone for sale? Come on, what are the odds of that? He asked me, do I have a phone for sale? But I was like, I don't. I said, why, what's up? He's like, man, someone stole my phone and I need a fucking phone. I'm like, oh, that sucks, man. I'm like, yeah. I was like, you need a phone in this day and age, man. I feel your struggle, I was kind of going through the same thing. He's like, yeah, it sucks, man, but yeah, I'm gonna go look for a phone. Thank you. But he was kind and he seemed like a great guy, but he was just pissed off because someone probably stole his phone. Maybe he was at the bar and he was getting drunk or something. I don't know. But that's the thing. We fucking think we know everything, and our minds create this illusion that this person's a jerk. But maybe he's just going through something in his life, and he's just not happy right now. And it has nothing to do with me, and it has nothing to do with you. And that's the thing. We got to let this go. It's like, people, you don't know what anybody's going through at that point in time in their life, and in that moment in time, in that day, or what they went through yesterday. So who the fuck are we to judge? Who the fuck are we to project our bullshit onto them? You know, because we want to perceive it a different way, you know? We could perceive a look on somebody's face in 1,000 different ways, you know? And depending on the program that you're running on, it's dependent on what you're going to perceive. So it's very important just to keep an open mind and not judge individuals, you know? And that was a prime fucking example. I even walked away from that. He's like, Michael John, get your shit together, man. Be like, I understand, but that was God teaching you a fucking lesson. That was God saying, look, he wasn't a jerk. He was just going through something. It was early in the morning. He was on his bike. And he just probably wasn't in the highest vibration at the time. But all in all, he seemed like a great guy. So, God loves teaching us lessons. He truly does. And I'm going to continue fucking being mindful of these programs that come up when I want to fucking project my bullshit onto other people, you know? Because like when I bring this up and I say it, I'm not judging, because I do it too, you know? I do it too. I'm not perfect. I'm working on my shit as well. I only consider myself like 2 years into my healing journey. Like, yeah, like in 2013, when I was an addict, I got locked up. And, you know, I started cleaning up and I started working out and I started getting my shit together. But I didn't know I was on my path. I didn't know that was God fucking, you know, sending me, like aligning me to my healing and my path and my highest potential. I wasn't aware of that, you know? So, but I don't consider that like where my healing journey is, because I wasn't spiritual. I didn't do anything spiritual or anything like that. I might have, you know, prayed, you know, but it was like a fucking religious prayer, like a fucking, because that's all I knew. That's all I knew, because when I was raised and baptized Catholic, you know, not by choice, but I was born into the shit. But that was there to teach me a lesson, you know. I remember I used to walk through churches, you know, and I used to have this energy. It was weird. Like when I was a child, I think I had a fucking pretty strong awareness when I was a child. I perceived things differently than most individuals, most kids. Because I remember I was having this thought where I was a child, right? And I was fucking young. And I remember I was by myself. I was outside. And it was in Chicago. And it was before I moved on 63rd and Kedzie. And I think I was on Maplewood. I think I was on Maplewood. Like 67th and Maplewood. But I was like four and a half when I moved to 63rd and Kedzie. So I had to been like under 4 and a half, like almost like 3 and a half, 4 when this went on. And I remember it. And I don't know how I remember that, because I remember walking and I remember like stepping in a puddle, and I remember going back to the house and I asked for something to drink. And I don't know if there's anybody that's, you know, over the age of 34, but you remember those solid plastic fucking sippy cups, and they had the plastic lid, but it wasn't a see-through lid. It was like a foggy lid, and it had a little lip. It had a little thing, and you just pop the lip on, and you just... I remember that, because I remember getting that. And I remember, like, when you use those plastic cups, and like you put drink in there and that drink sticks in there, the smell of it sticks in there, you know. And I remember like I still remember the flavor of the fucking cup, you know, the flavor that was embedded in that cup. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, it's fucking weird, but it's crazy what we remember as a child. Like how share your comments. Like, how far back do you remember your childhood? Do you remember things when you were like 2, 3 years old? Like, I don't remember things like that young, like 2, I don't think. Like being an infant or like an infant or a toddler. And well, 3, 4, I guess that's considered, I don't know if that's still considered a toddler. But if you read the book, fucking Autobiography of a Yogi, Yogananda actually mentions that he remembers, you know, having a pretty strong awareness as well as a child, like as a very young infant, but he was talking more of a baby. But I don't remember any like me being a baby or anything. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. Fucking universe blessing me with a cactus and goofy ass programs coming up that I'm working on. And we're doing this together, you know? We're fucking vibing off each other, and that's what this is all about, you know? So many of us think we're fucking out here separated alone, not knowing we have 8.5 billion supporters. They just don't know it. And the moment that we realize that, we're here to support one another and encourage one another and fucking push each other to be our greatest fucking potential. And if you're not fucking doing that, what are you doing? Probably projecting hate, fucking bad programs, fear onto others. Or not, I don't know. Maybe that's me just projecting my bullshit back onto you guys. I don't know. But either way, it's all fucking love, right? It's all love. But I'm leaving the Starbucks. I'm gonna go fucking maybe head to the gym and clean up, and then possibly make it down to Phoenix. Maybe I will make it for the angel readings today, because I went to go do it yesterday, and sure enough, I was at the Starbucks uploading those videos, fucking just eating some fucking carrots and some fruit, and I fucking forgot my poster board that I was using to make a sign. And when I got on the bus and I realized I was headed there, I was like, I don't even have my fucking placard or my little fucking cardboard that I got. And it was like, because you're not doing that. You're going to the hole in the rock. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to the hole in the rock. Okay. And so I just headed there. And that's the thing. We don't know. Like, when you're on your path, you don't always know where you're going. You think you know. Your ego thinks it's going somewhere. Oh, this is where I'm going. But Spirit's like, nah, you're going somewhere else, buddy. So, y'all have a blessed day. Fucking leave a comment. Let me know where your fucking awareness was at when you were fucking 3, 4, 5 years old. Other than that, I'm just gonna fucking keep on living this fucking divine illusion. Fucking staying blessed. Grateful for all my blessings. And if anybody wants to support me, you know, throw me a motherfucking, like, you can throw me 11 cents and I'll be fucking grateful. I don't give a fuck. Make it a synchronistic number. I like that shit. But either way, I'm fucking supported. I don't really like posting that. That shit's out in the description. But once in a great while, I'll put it on my fucking thing. You know? Either way, I'm having a blessed day. I hope you as well. More importantly, love yourself.